I am the faculty for interior designing courses for IDI. Today I'm here to explain or tell you that our institute is taking up the subject in a next leap. Like all the students who have come here and enrolled for the interior designing course just have a vague idea of what interior designing is about. Designing means you need to know each and every detail of what the house, the residential space or the commercial space requires. The main thing is the maximum utilization of the space, doing it functionally, aesthetically and progressively. Progressive means that your design should be full-fledged. It has to go for years. It should not be a design just for doing purpose. So here we teach each technical details. It's sort of an engineering in interiors. So for that concepts, for the kids to understand better, instead of just going through the books or listening to the lectures, we give practical training too. So this exercise which you have seen is a model making. The students have been given a plot area of 3000 SFT. Each one of them divided into groups, and they have done this project very beautifully. It's an individual idea they have put in 3000 SFT using measurements, using vastu, using color combinations apart from aesthetically doing up the space. And I'm hats off to all the students who have done fantastically. They have taken up this workshop. Apart from just doing the house, I have given each and every group a concept. Hardly we know that interiors there are concepts. It's a vague idea that they know. Here each group has been given a different concept. Like from this model making they have learned there are so many concepts prevailing in interior designing. Be it rustic, be it traditional, be it countryside, be it modern, contemporary or festive. Even in one of those projects like countryside, what we have learned is always the English countryside. Now we are staying in concrete world, so why not make beautiful spaces in the city itself? Looking at the countryside, the beautiful open spaces, they have made the plans very beautifully and open up. Because space is a luxury nowadays. It's very difficult to buy spaces. So they have taken up these spaces. Each space they have utilized to the core, doing it with the subject. And each and every detailing they have done accordingly. So by this way, they have practically learned what interior designing is. Yes, of course, they found it difficult because we are restricted with the materials in model making. But with this project, when they actually go to do their projects, they'll be pretty much confident that given the resources, time frame and the budget, they can do up all the spaces very aesthetically and beautifully. We'll be taking the students to different site places where actually they see the live construction, how the materials, how the walls are built, what is the first step of getting into construction, building, and how aesthetics come at which level. So they see the live projects going on by side budget. Apart from that, we give them to do debates, do practical, do market surveys where they actually go into the markets, get the estimation of the rates, the actual feel of the materials which they generally see in magazines. So they have the life experience of all the materials, which is very much important for interior designing because we have to give option to our clients. If not this, then what? If this cannot be used according to the budget, then what? So they are prepared with the options, ready with the materials apart from everything which is there in the designing. So again, we'll be doing another workshop maybe next month in another format in which they learn all the practical things apart from theory. They'll put that theory into practical use. So I hope all my students, what I have seen from their projects, the way they have put their hard work, they have been working since morning 10 to 7 in the evening without we actually motivating them much. We have just given the project impromptu and then they have taken on their own grounds. So it is all their 90% to 100% their commitment, their way of doing, and they have extremely lived up to what they have showcased in their models. I really congratulate all the students and the support from our system, our institution, that they have learned. Interior designing is not a fancy kind of a world where you just make designs on the papers and explain. These designs have to be practically implemented going with the budget of the client. So they'll be prepared when they do the market survey and estimate their own models which they think will be the dream houses. so they can know the cost and estimation. So tomorrow when they're doing the live real projects, they are ready for the estimation also. So I hope and congratulate all my students on behalf of my institution that they've done a great job, and we'll keep helping, keep motivating, keep giving them informations and whatever we have, so that they come up as budding interior designers, aspiring to be professional interior designers, so that all of them can compete with the outside world. Why we need to call our architects and interior designer for Singapore and Malaysia to do up our commercial spaces? Why not our old students, our own Indian students who can compete with them to make beautiful spaces in our own beautiful country? So thank you very much for that.